Fani Willis. It's all coming to a head. Every single thing that she's been fighting to hold back, banging right at her door.
They went from having 0 records to 212 pages of records about their collusion with the Pelosi January 6 operation to get Trump.
Smash that like button, share the video with everyone you know, because the last 2 updates here I'm going to show you demonstrate exactly how vulnerable these corrupt prosecutors are, and you guys are going to love it. Man, so many updates. You guys remember back when she was demanding more money from the Board of Commissioners, otherwise she would sue?
If I'm not financed properly, I'm going to sue this Board of Commissioners, period. Well, I may need lawyers to do that, because if not, I'm adding to that jail population, right? Obviously, you can donate. I want to say that again. So obviously, you can donate because it does finance lawyers. It finances my security whenever I do anything. I would love some place where if there was a think tank when we have legal issues, because we have all types of legal issues coming up.
She's not wrong about that. Not only is she facing scrutiny for all the money that she wasted and everything sketchy going on with her dude Nathan Wade, she's also dealing with everything that's coming out right now with her communications and collusion with the Biden DOJ. Now apparently Pam Bondi's DOJ is going to hand over everything Fani Willis is refusing to hand over. Hopefully this turns out better than her release of the Epstein files. Seriously, what's going on with these Epstein files? Because I thought I had a handle on it, but now apparently more files were delivered and we're still not getting anything. Yo, Pam Bondi, what's going on? Was she not intimidating enough? You guys let me know, because I felt like she was pretty intimidating when she was addressing the Board of Commissioners, but maybe they didn't feel that way because they ended up denying her budget anyway. Fulton County Board of Commissioners opted against allocating a substantial monetary increase for the county district attorney's office when finalizing its 2025 fiscal year budget on Wednesday, perhaps bringing a months-long standoff with DA Fani Willis into its next phase. Apparently, earlier in the month, Fani Willis sent a letter to the Board of Commissioners letting them know exactly what she demanded they fund her office with, otherwise they could be expecting a lawsuit. The entitlement required for Fani Willis to demand a level of funding from her office while completely ignoring open records requests, while colluding with Biden's DOJ, while handing Nathan Wade all this cash. I mean, she has no respect for the law. She's a complete partisan hack. Would you fund her office more when this is the rhetoric she embraces?
We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. In Fulton County, a Democratic county, we have a Republican chair and a Republican vice chair. I don't know what in the world is going on.
Not only was she denied funding to defend herself against everything that she's looking at on the federal and state level, especially from the Georgia Senate. You know what else the Georgia Senate just did? They just passed a bill that puts her on the hook for all of the lawyer fees for everyone that she's been going after in terms of political prosecutions. You know, I think my boy Steve Bannon actually said it best.
You wait. The hunted are about to become the hunters. Thank you very much.
Georgia Senate passed a bill that could allow President Donald Trump and more than a dozen people to seek compensation for legal bills stemming from an attempt to overturn his 2020 election loss in the state. The bill, passed unanimously by state legislatures Thursday, would enable compensation from counties for attorneys' fees and other legal costs in criminal cases in which a district attorney has been disqualified, or if the case gets dismissed, or compensation for the costs of arguing the district attorney should be disqualified. Between this and the investigations into Willis by the state Senate, it's clear that the state body has absolutely no faith in Willis as a DA to be able to fairly apply the law. With the way this bill is worded, they might as well have come out with a bill that just straight up said, hey, Fani Willis, you gotta pay Trump back. Fani, you gotta pay Trump and his people back. Like, I mean, dude, it's so specific. Yo, this is gonna cost Fani Willis millions of dollars. I just had the new Grok AI model run an estimation on what Fani Willis might be owing Trump at the end of all this, right? Just Trump, not the co-defendants. Whew. Dude, check this out, man. It is so much freaking money. So the Trump Georgia case, 41 counts of election interference, right? High profile attorneys, upwards of $1,500. Stephen Shadow, knowing Trump in this guy, it's probably going to be more an hour, but we're estimating on the low end here, right? Complex cases, 98-page indictment, 161 acts, pretrial motions, appeals, whole team of lawyers got to coordinate with 18 co-defendants, right? We know Trump's PAC spent $57 million on legal fees between 2023 and 2024 alone, right? Fulton County case is probably a large chunk of that, and we know that DA Willis spent millions on payments to their prosecution team, their outside vendors that were securing their prosecution team, Nathan Wade, but still, right, tons of money. And we know that the typical RICO defense is $1 million to $5 million, and Trump's is likely higher due to how much his net worth is, right? The estimation for August 2023 to March 2025, $3 to $10 million. For the full case, after all is said and done, $15 million to Trump alone. Can you imagine? That's going to be so much money spent and sent between Trump and 18 co-defendants. Yo, this lady is going to get buried. With the co-defendants, we're looking at anywhere from $27 to $60 million. See, the crazy thing is that's not even the big news, guys. The big news, the story of the day, Fani Willis, all of the documents that her office was trying to hide. And as much as Pam Bondi's DOJ has been lagging on delivering them to the courts, that entire tough act that we've been watching from Fani Willis this entire past year was just rendered completely invalid by Tom Fitton and Judicial Watch in court the other day.
Today at the hearing, in a hearing over our request for a special master, they said they did another search, and now there are 212 pages of records. Can you believe it? So they went from having 0 records to 212 pages of records about their collusion with the Pelosi January 6 operation to get Trump.
A judge has them in his hands. All 212 pages.
I know it's a little bit amorphous because you want some time, Mr. Monroe, to consult with your client and flesh out, here's what I, meaning plaintiff petitioner, would like to see in this affidavit describing how the search was conducted. I'll enter an order that says I'm taking this under the 212 pages in camera to review that. So that's in the record. It's in the transcript right now, but that ought to be demarcated on this date. County attorney, you got 4 days to bring me the documents, or 48 hours, or whatever it is, and then we'll all know where those are.
So right now, we don't know what the documents are, what they say. There are all sorts of privileges being asserted. Whether we can smash through the wall to get to the privileges, to get to the documents, and overcome these exemption assertions is kind of going to be another matter. But the fact is, we now know hundreds of pages of documents exist detailing collusion between Fani Willis and the Pelosi operation.
Are we looking at a future where not only is Fani Willis out tens of millions of dollars, but she's out that money from within a jail cell? You guys let me know what you think, y'all. You guys rock. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.